I love you. Marry me. I said it with a smile, holding her hands in the middle of a crowded, expensive restaurant. I had the ring, the suit, and the perfect speech. But I also had the mug. Between us, on the white tablecloth, my emotion cup wasn't glowing a warm, romantic yellow. It was vibrating with a deep, violent, bloody red. Red for anger, red for resentment. The entire restaurant went silent. People at the next table gasped. My girlfriend didn't look at the ring. She looked at the red light reflecting in my eyes, gave me a slap that broke the sound barrier, and walked out. My life was over, all because of a piece of ceramic that couldn't keep a secret. How did we get here? 1 month ago, the world was a comfortably dishonest place. We told white lies like, "You look great in that dress," or "I'm working late." Then, Ceramica Corp held a presentation that made Apple look like a lemonade stand. They introduced the Honesty Vessel, a sleek, minimalist mug that promised to end human misunderstanding forever. The CEO stood on stage and said, "Imagine a world where you don't have to ask your boss for a raise when he's angry, or wonder if your partner is actually happy. Your feelings are now public property. You're welcome." The world went feral for it. Pre-orders broke the internet. Within weeks, these mugs were in every Starbucks, every boardroom, and every bedroom. We had a universal code that everyone memorized like the alphabet. Black for "Leave me alone, I'm dying inside." White for "Everything is awesome." Red for "I want to set this room on fire." Blue for "I'm a cold, indifferent robot." Yellow for "I'm in love." It was simple, it was revolutionary. It was the end of civilization as we know it. But how does this glowing snitch actually work? I called in Physics. Physics is currently wearing a lead-lined tuxedo and holding a mug that is flickering between confused purple and terrified teal. He explained that the mug's handle contains a grid of high-sensitivity graphene sensors. These sensors detect micro-fluctuations in your skin's galvanic response and the chemical composition of your sweat. Specifically, it maps the levels of cortisol, adrenaline, and oxytocin in real time, cross-referencing them with your heart rate. It doesn't read your thoughts, it reads your biology, and your biology is a terrible liar. The first week was the honeymoon phase. People were polite. If someone's mug turned red in a meeting, the boss would actually stop talking. But then came the truth apocalypse. Diplomacy collapsed within 48 hours. Imagine a UN summit where the delegates are shaking hands, but their mugs are glowing so red they're melting the ice in their water glasses. Peace talks became shouting matches because no one could pretend to be friendly. Then, the divorce rate spiked by 4,000%. It turns out asking,
"Does this make me look fat?"
while your husband is holding an honesty mug is the shortest path to a legal separation. The workplace became a battlefield of silence. No one touched their mugs during lunch breaks, but the company doubled down. They released the ambient honesty sensor for offices. Now the walls changed color based on the collective mood of the department. Productivity plummeted because everyone was too busy reacting to the fact that the HR manager was bored gray during the seminar. The economy started to disintegrate. Why buy a car from a salesman whose mug is greedy green? Why vote for a politician whose cup is panic orange while talking about the budget? The twist? We realized that society isn't built on truth. It's built on the social lubricant of lying. Without the ability to hide our disdain for our neighbors or our boredom with our friends, we weren't connected, we were just vulnerable. People started wearing thick gloves to hide their touch. They tried to hack their emotions with beta blockers just to keep their mugs blue. Indifference became the most valuable commodity on Earth. The final result? I was sitting in the ruins of that same restaurant. It was abandoned, the windows were broken, but I had my mug. I was holding it with my bare hands and it was glowing a perfect, steady, icy blue. Absolute indifference. I had no girlfriend, no job, and zero debt because the bank servers burned down during a truth riot. I achieved the ultimate positive ending. In a world that demanded my soul be visible in a cup, I simply turned my soul off. My mug was blue, my life was empty, and I wasn't lying when I said, I'm fine. And then I woke up. A cold sweat, a racing heart. It was just a dream, a horrible, hyper-realistic nightmare. Beside me, my girlfriend was fast asleep. Everything was okay. And in that moment, in the silence of the dawn, a dim glow filled the room. I opened my eyes and froze. The white mug on the nightstand was slowly but surely turning a deep, toxic, bloody red.